popular stories when it comes to margaritas. The first one is that the socialite in Dallas named Margarita was having friends over. She just got back from Mexico. She fell in love with tequila. This is around like mid-1940s. And she's playing around the pool with her friends, and she for the legend, came up with a cocktail using tequila, lime juice, a orange flavored liqueur, and hence the margarita. That's one story. Second story is that this one I believe. There's a bartender in Mexico. Was in his bar, playing around like most bartenders do. Take a look at this, look at that, taste that, a look at this. And a young lady came in, sat at his bar, and he wanted her to try the drink. She loved it, so he named it after her, and her name was Margarita. That sounds like it makes more sense. And the third story, and this is actually believable too. The Margarita is actually a play on a classic cocktail called the Daisy. And the Daisy is everything we have here, our citrus, our booze, our sweetener, and our orange flavored liqueur, but it was made with brandy, and it was called the Daisy. So during the Prohibition era, when folks could get alcohol here in the States, they would go across the border to Mexico and get tequila, and they would add tequila to the Daisy, and hence it became the Margarita. So pick the story you believe, and that's the one you can tell, okay? All right. But the key to any good cocktail, you guys, if you come to my class, you hear me say this all the time, there's two things that are keys to good cocktails. Following the recipes first, key, okay? You can't just wing it. That's why we got measuring tools out here for everybody trying to go through, but you follow the recipe, just like baking a cake, a souffle, or anything that you're preparing, the cocktail is the same thing. You follow the recipe to the letter, and you can't go wrong. You're going to find, once you make these margaritas, every margarita at this table should taste exactly the same, because we're all following the recipe, right? So, and the second thing, especially the margarita, is what? What is the next most important thing?
Presentation.
Use the tequila.
Tequila! Presentation is good though when you're selling it. But when you're making them at home for your friends, the tequila. Don't spare any expense of the tequila. When you're socializing, you're having friends over, whether it's for a ball game, a family reunion, don't spare any expense of the tequila. Okay? Spend the money for it because it really makes a difference. Okay, and make sure you're getting 100% blue agave tequila. Any tequila is worth its salt, no pun intended. It's going to be 100% blue agave anyway. But there's a lot of them out there that are not. So look for that 100% blue agave. It's right here, 100% agave. If it's not 100% agave, it's what we call a mixto, which is going to be a little bit of agave and a lot of sugar, a lot of filler, a lot of water, which is not very good. There's a popular brand of tequila, and I'm going to call them out right now, Cuervo. For a long time, everybody loves Cuervo. And it wasn't really a true tequila, it was a mixto. Now they got on board because tequila, people that drink tequila are more sophisticated and they love their tequilas now and they want something less. So now they're doing 100% blue agave. But for the longest time, it was just a mixto. But it was probably one of the most popular tequilas around. Everyone knew Jose Cuervo. But they stepped their game up and now they're up there with the best, fine quality tequila.